All right, so we are recording this meeting. And we do not have any guests. Well, we have one guest, or did she leave?
she left.
Okay. We have no guests this evening. So we'll just get started. I'll call the meeting to order and do a roll call. Do you want to, can I do that for you, Linda? A roll call?
Not me.
Do you want to do it?
That's fine. All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Ginger's here.
Ginger's here.
Joe's here. Laura's here. Harry's here. Annie's traveling, I think. No. I haven't heard. Corin, no. And Bill, which is unusual.
Bill, you're not on the line, are you?
And Jerry, I haven't heard of anything from him.
Neither have I. Okay,
And Emily is
Emily.
Dixon Shepherd, our new council person.
Oh, is that who our new council person? Okay, I'm sorry. So she should be starting now.
Yeah, Pam said she, talked to her and got praised for what we're doing.
Well, maybe I'll reach out to I think that's a good idea.
It made a difference to have somebody here.
Yeah,
Pam
she was terrific. I think we got a lot out of her being here, and I think she appreciated being here. Okay, yeah, do you have Emily?
I do. She lives on Oak Street.
Yep. I can send you the roster. Okay. Yeah, maybe send everybody that knows up to date. Okay. Then approval of March minutes, April minutes,
That was May minutes.
May
Oh
minutes. Did I not change that?
No, I just see, I didn't even notice. It said March.
Approval of May minutes. Anybody want to make a motion to approve the May minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Second. And Laura second. All right, we have no visitor comments. And we'll jump right into old business. We wanted to try, and I think rightfully so, Linda's a little burnt out on note taking, and we were hoping
all piles, there's just a lot.
Yeah, we were hoping to kind of rotate the duty. So I know we only have Joe and Laura here who have not yet. Oh, Jerry's here. Oh, Jerry. Jerry.
Hi.
Hi.
Just in time, we almost assigned you something.
Yeah, you almost got assigned something because you weren't here.
I have very poor penmanship.
Oh, only you have to read it, Jerry.
I can't read my own handwriting.
You could type it while you're sitting here. Would anyone volunteer? We could just do it for like a shift of 2 meetings, say.
2 meetings and with somebody. I mean, it's nice to have somebody as a backup if you can't come. And Ginger's been great about that. I think we want to always be the backup. I will say that you learn a great deal. Broaden your knowledge.
Anyone, maybe we'll just draw straws and rotate. That might be what we need to do.
I mean, I could do it, but I was just hoping to wait until next month, but I mean, I'm not saying I won't do it.
Well, I can, I mean,
Well, I think Linda will do it for tonight.
Okay. That'd be good, because you wanted them, how long before?
I need to send them out a week before the next meeting. And then, so if you get them a couple, like towards the end of the week before, and then CC Carrie on them.
Okay.
And then Carrie will add the minutes, the agenda, or the agenda, sorry.
And I mean, it's just good to have, because things that I missed, Ginger caught.
Okay.
It was nice to have a partner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe the
Oh.
person who's giving up the minutes duty could be the second, sort of the second set of ears.
It's, I think we all just share that little chore.
Okay. So if you could do it
July.
next month, that would be great.
Okay.
And then I think, could you do it in August too? And then we could rotate,
And then switch ones.
and I'll just randomly draw some names and I'll
Yeah.
put that in the next. The next minutes.
And seniority, like.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, Michelle's notes are astonishing. Literature.
So you've got July and August, right?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so everybody will, participate in that. We'll just do it for a 2-meeting cycle and I'll just draw some straws. Next item of old business is the parade participation update. I had a handful of folks respond and I appreciate that. But a majority of our commission is either gonna be out of town or not available for the parade itself.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Annie.
Hey, Annie. Hi.
Glad you're here.
Me too.
So, a majority of our commission will either be away or not available for the parade. So I think in lieu of having 3 of us or 2 of us for sure, Yvonne and I, and possibly Ginger. Although Ginger, I don't know how you're gonna be in a parade after hiking all that time. So I think we're gonna pass on.
I mean, I'm totally cool with that.
So, thanks to those of you who volunteered for doing something, but maybe next year. Yeah. Okay, the next item of old business is the Future Trees of Distinction Initiative update. And I have a couple things to pass around for you guys. We've had some great efforts from folks on the Green Space Commission to go around knocking on doors. Some of us got really good weather for that, and others got really hot and gross weather for that. So I appreciate everybody's efforts. So we had 2 door knocking sessions, and we reached out to most of the people a second time. They got the letter the first go around from Public Works, and then we sent this door hanger. When we knocked, we posted that door hanger, and you guys all looked at that. I just thought you might want to see the final product. So that was left on the doors of the residents that we knocked on. And then I also have can pass those around. I also have, it's the flyer I'm gonna give to the resident who signed up for we've got about 25 respondents. So 25 folks who said they want a tree in their right of way and they're willing to take care of it. So I'm reaching out. I got that list of people from Todd Ray today, and I'm gonna be reaching out to those people personally. 25 is a pretty small list, so I thought I could probably reach out to them, and then I'll email this, and I don't know if you guys you can't see that, but it's a flyer. I can attach it to the minutes, but it's a draft form. I was hoping you folks could take a look at that and give me some feedback. It's just basically an announcement about the June 14th or July 14th educational sessions with a little agenda and where and why. And the June 14th session is gonna be just for the residents. But I was hoping we could do the July 14th as more of a open event. So for the residents, we're gonna get trees, maybe other volunteers who are gonna help plant trees, and then anybody really, because there's gonna be, you know, a talk from Mark Gruber briefly, and then they're gonna do a tree planting demo. So I think a lot of people can learn from that.
Is that gonna be the 14th or July? Where Gruber comes?
This is the agenda for both
They're
dates.
coming both times.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
just attendance will be limited for this first go round. And then we'll probably open it up, and maybe you could post it on, or we could post it on the
Okay.
greenkeepers for the
And
July.
I blast it out to them too, so whenever you get it to me, it usually takes them 2 days to get back
Okay.
to me, so.
Well, I was hoping to get some feedback from you guys on this.
That's really great. That they're
Yeah.
gonna be.
So you
speaking at
need
both
a
of them.
flyer or something, I mean, it's a little late to promote this on 14th. I mean, speaking of all of this, the calendar is back in the newspaper. And I think that what we're doing is far more than anything else. It's just that, I mean, this is how we got people to come.
Yeah,
So if we can get in, you know, we're into the paper early. This would help
Like
us a lot.
July 14th would be
right. Yeah,
good, you know, in the paper. If
Yeah.
you're trying to draw more people than just the 25 who are signing up, you know.
If that's gonna be for the general community, then we need a poster and.
it's the educational component, because the people who are gonna be planting the trees for the initiative will be learning. But I figured that it could work for other volunteers or the general public.
Do you want this for greenkeepers before the 14th?
Of June, no.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
call
July.
everyone who, yeah, and I'll edit this one for the July 14th.
Okay,
What you think?
So we can put that on blast for July 14th. Like try to promote it for the local residents.
Sure,
Okay.
I mean, I wanna edit this.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Are we
Yeah.
including by chance a tree ID, no, a tree walk like before?
This agenda is gonna be about an hour. So I don't really wanna make it more than that.
Step by step, how to plant a tree.
Yeah, there'll be the person from Forest Relief, Billy Hag, is their forestry manager, and he's gonna do a tree planting demo and talk about watering, which is really the key point for those steward residents. And then we'll talk about the initiative itself, and then Mark Gruber was gonna talk about touch on really kind of the benefits of trees.
Is there gonna be a slide presentation about this?
I don't think, we might have a couple of slides, but it's not gonna be slide heavy.
let me know. So.
I will.
It would be cool if we had pictures of all our trees extinction locally, won that prize. And aren't the winners listed on the city website?
Mhm.
They should be. And then they'll put it on the city calendar too.
And there used to be a brochure that a walking tour brochure with.
Yeah.
Along
Green
over
Space
town.
only had 300 or so printed and they're all pretty much gone. I have a sample that's all.
And then those are old, I mean, that's not
Yeah.
up to date either.
that's something I would like to do in the future, is re-update,
Mhm.
get rid of the old ones. You look through there, it's like deceased, like update. You know what I mean? Like they're out, it's out of date.
And at one time, the city said that they could put it on the city's website where it's like an audio tour. And if we could get it on an MP3 player, I think is how Jennifer said she could get it on the city's website. So they have that for the historic walk. It's an audio tour. So, and I think Tussa has someone who would be the person.
Voice over.
So you could,
Well, if you wanna add that to new business for
Okay.
next meeting or something. we
I'm like
can.
the least tech savvy individual, so you tell me what I need to get together, we'll discuss it next time.
Okay,
And as
okay,
one other question for you while
Yeah.
we're on this topic.
huh,
If I'm now the St. Louis State Rep for Missouri Community Fortune Council, and I'm going to the state meeting on Thursday, Jeff City, do you want me to just mention, like, when it comes to St. Louis area, Yvonne, like, this is kind of heavy on your area, like, I'm representing St. Louis for a big thing.
yeah. I think
And would
it's
you,
a cool
I mean, like, what you're doing, would you like me to say anything what you're doing in Webster Groves? Because you fall in St. Louis chapter. Are you opposed to me saying anything about
Oh,
this?
no.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's forestry related, community related, and I think we need to showcase what St. Louis is doing
Yeah.
in the area, so.
When is your meeting?
This Thursday.
Thursday? Okay.
Do we know which streets exactly these 25 people are on? Are they on?
I have addresses, yeah. I don't know off the top of my head. I was probably gonna have a map that night.
Okay.
That's part of my idea for the presentation, but I like also talking about the trees of distinction. Maybe, I don't know that, I really don't wanna like keep people there too long, because I don't want people to get. They're doing a good thing for the community, so I just wanna like. Give them some food, talk about trees and let them go.
I mean, this program goes back decades, does it not? Trees of distinction.
Well, the trees of distinction do, yes, but this is really the planting is
Right.
like the first volunteer.
Just so people
Right,
have some
right,
kind
right.
of sense of history, which is kind of.
And if there are small children there, we won't want to
Yeah,
make it too, you know.
yeah, and some of the residents that we talked to had little kids and they were excited about, being part of it, so.
Playground for parents.
Let's see. Todd. Greg is going to be there from Public Works. I'm not sure if Andre Bueller, their arborist, is gonna be there or not.
How do you spell Reg's last name?
R-E-G.
R-E-A-G.
No, he's R-E-G.
Is it Ray? Just
Ray.
Right,
It's not how to spell it.
right.
I probably butchered it a lot,
I
yeah.
think the G sound.
Right.
So I'll be there on the 14th, July 14th.
July 14th, and Yvonne, you'll be there on June 14th. Okay. So I'll probably introduce you guys as arborists involved with them. Well,
Okay.
and any of our green space people that are there, I'd like to introduce you guys to the. Because everybody's been working hard on this initiative and many things, so.
Cool.
I can't think of any other details. Well, Yvonne, do you think you could get a tree?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Okay, that was my question.
What kind of snacks were you envisioning?
Oh, I was gonna ask green space about snacks. Do you guys mind if I use our budget to get some snacks?
Don't mind, I mean,
Anybody have a,
No, go for it.
okay,
So we're not spending money on the float.
yeah.
And we have enough for the new plaque or the way we want to do that.
Yeah, this would be this year's budget, so you have a new $1,000 for next year's.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be in really good shape. I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. Forgot what I was gonna say. Okay,
Just let me know what kind of snack.
I was just thinking like lemonade and
Okay.
water and then some
There, tree bark cookie or something.
Oh.
Oh, that's funny.
tree related cookie.
Something
Candy
bark.
or something.
Okay, I'll come up with.
And I'll see if I can come up with a little thing that'll come in.
for the July one. Yeah, and I plan on editing this just for the July event.
And we could do the same layout that you given us for a big tree instead of a big butterfly.
Well, I probably will just edit this one.
Okay.
This is in color. I mean, this is not in color.
Oh,
It's in color
And then-
Bill won't be here.
tonight.
Yes.
Bill's not
He's
here.
driving.
Okay. All right, so I'll email this document that we're all pointing to you guys tomorrow, and if you have any feedback, if you could give me that would be great. I'm gonna probably send it to Todd tomorrow too, so that he.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions about that?
Nope. I'll be at the July one.
Okay.
So
And Joe, you said you'd be at the July.
July, for sure, yeah.
That can be a June for sure.
Okay. And then just as a reminder, planting day is September 17th.
Okay.
We landed on that day with Todd.
Hopefully it'll be a lot cooler than the week. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, you don't ever know.
But hopefully it'll be.
Okay. If there's no other questions about that, we can go on to the next item of business, which is upcoming events. So the June 14th event is just for the tree stewards. And then the July 4th parade, we will be absent. Rain check. And then the July 14th, I guess we could call it. Well, I'm calling it a education and training session, but maybe it's a Green Our City education and training session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. You talk about the history of our program.
Yeah.
I mean, what's just all kinds of words.
Okay. And then the last thing on here is the Pollinator program update. I think that meeting with Erin Shank went really well. I had fun.
How many do we have? I didn't count.
I think there were about 22.
Cool. Jerry, did
I counted, 22 or 3.
nice.
I thought it went well. Aaron was really happy with the event. Probably would have had a lot more kids, except it was, I forgot what it was. Oh, it was the last day of school parties and all that. It turned out that Thursday.
yeah.
But I thought it was real good attendance. And what did everybody else think of it?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah,
Very
me too.
educational.
Yes.
I like being outdoors. Are we going to do outdoor meetings for this meeting at all? We were doing them last year, I think. At Larson.
The only way we could do it is if we had Wi-Fi and we could record it,
Oh,
because all meetings have to be recorded now.
Is there Wi-Fi in any of the parks? No.
No, unfortunately.
right.
You could go to a park and zoom in. And we would be jealous.
But we can have events outside, so that's good. And the July 14th and June 14th events will be outside.
Jerry, are you gonna plan on any further programs for Pollinator?
That's up to the group. I think we're full through at least till the fall. We can,
Because we do have.
we can certainly do more.
Anything scheduled for August or September?
Do we have anything on the books for August or September, Jay?
I think we ought to think about starting to plant,
Starting to plant?
to start planting these pollinator gardens, which would be the next move, I think, versus having more talks.
There were 5 projects that are listed on.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for.
Yvonne, when is the Ivory Crockett, you got, the grant is approved, right?
No, they pushed it to their next funding budget, which I think starts in July. She said she would let me know as soon as the funds are available, but I had a verbal approval. And then I'm going to talk to the Rotarians Friday. And they said, if there are any projects that they would like to, or we would like to have some money for, so I think I might ask them to fund that Dewey's parking lot project.
Is this the one that we're calling Old Western Streetscape? Is that?
Yeah,
That is Straub's. So Straub's I did submit a trims grant for. And as soon as their budget opens up, then Mark Gruber will talk to me about it, but he said the project looked good. It's just a
I
matter.
thought the streetscape is what you were saying was in front of Dewey's.
There's 2 of them. So there's one in front of Straub's. That's cutting down the Bradford pears and moving the tree line closer to that garden strip that runs along Straub's parking lot. And then integrating pollinator plants amongst new trees like black gum or something like that. And then down at Dewey's is another streetscape. And that's another pollinator garden. The one at City Hall, I haven't asked for funding from anyone yet, but I was thinking about asking Wild Ones to fund it. But I do have a plan drawn up for it. So 2 of them are verbally sort of approved, but waiting to hear for sure. And then we'll know on the other ones.
Because it seems like August would be a good time to have an outdoor event around a planting in the Southwest Park is here. We could do that in August, which is like goldenrod is all over.
Goldenrod and milkweed,
And we could get a speaker, I'm sure, talking about it.
and we can have it at Southwest Park. We could have a
In August.
planting and then a speaker and then planting.
And several people have asked me, when are you gonna have something about light pollution? Which I thought would be more towards the fall.
Yeah,
Season, but that's more of
You
an
think-
indoor thing.
planting milkweed in August would be okay.
That time, but, are there people there who can help water?
Yeah, the place I'm thinking of is a natural waterway,
Oh.
so it stays pretty wet.
Just down from the rain garden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not at Larson, at Southwest,
At Southwest, just down from the
from the,
parking lot, rain garden.
yes.
And they
Okay.
have a covered pavilion, don't they? So we can have a little talk. Related to it. Yeah. So does Jerry, does that sound okay to you? It's been sort of.
Yeah, the date's gonna matter because I'm gone for 2 weeks in August.
Yeah,
The middle.
there's a lot going on. I'm not sure. If we should have a reprieve in August.
We could do that in September, probably.
In October, do dark sky. and
Yeah.
water. Okay.
Okay.
That sounds
So
good.
do we want to try and do it the last Thursday of September or just take a different? And that works.
We have the tree planting in September.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking, yeah, my gut says we get these areas prepped out, and ready for spring.
That might,
Yeah, 'cause
Better.
there's so much on.
Well, in October, there'd make a difference day.
yeah. Tree team, clean up and all that stuff, like Pebbles Cleveland, so.
What if we did September 17th tree planting, October, whatever, 20, whatever for make a difference? And all that happens around then, and then November do the dark skies.
Make a Difference Day could be a planting day, possibly.
It's true.
Because it's pretty cheap to buy some plants and plugs, and it's really easy to plant. So maybe Make a Difference Day would be Southwest Park, planting pollinators. And that way we're doing something towards the initiative.
And Aaron Shank wants to burn that prayer unit at Gibbons,
Mhm.
and I will help with her. I got my level 1 burn, prescribed burn. She's level whatever. My boss is a burn boss. We're gonna try to talk him into lighting the fire.
Nice.
But I think like that would go with the pollinator initiative. I mean, like you're burning, I mean, so she's really interested in it. I'm willing to take, even if that's, and
That should definitely,
then you can also have a guest speaker piggyback off of that, you
but
know?
When is that?
It's really up to her and you and the
well,
school.
but
I
you
mean,
don't really know when it's gonna be.
yeah, you
You can't
can't predict
plan
it,
it.
yeah. Fall,
So we get,
winter,
Usually you do from January to April.
yeah,
is the-
like the St. Louis County Parks has a burn license from like October 15th to April 15th. When we can do burns, so probably somewhere in that window. I have no idea how to coordinate it. She's interested, I'm willing to help. They'll fund all the tools to do it, everybody can watch,
Neat.
so. I think that would.
that would be a great one. It's just hard to plan on
Oh, I know.
a day.
Yeah.
You gotta be like ready to go at a moment.
Mhm,
I can help her.
so,
Regarding the dark sky thing. I thought that we should probably approach sustainability about that too, because. And I'm getting a lot of questions, because we did that one program here in Western. Now everybody calls me about issues. And who oversees lighting for street lights for Western? Because I can see they're putting
It'd
in
be
some.
Todd.
Todd, but Ameren at the end of the day, it's gonna be on
Yeah.
Ameren. Because when I worked there, if we had a problem, tell Todd and Frank, then they had to get a little Ameren, and then they would come out and change the light bulb, so it's really gonna. I mean, Todd would be your point of contact, get to Ameren, but it's Ameren at the end of the day.
It's, and every city's a little bit different, because I know Ellisville, they've changed all their lights over to the dark sky friendly. Which is, and I may ask the councilman who's responsible for that
Yeah.
to talk with me about that. And people have asked, we have a lot of electric signs that just stay on all night, like Holy Redeemer.
Yeah.
And I was walking past one recently, and the moths are just killing themselves, you know,
Yeah.
all night long, and people say, can we just turn it off? And I said, well, it belongs to the church. Why couldn't we turn it off?
Yeah.
But a public property is Ameren involved.
And start promoting it. Well, I think
People
it's a good
complaining about their
environment for it.
neighbors' floodlights.
Plus you're saving money.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But I had realized you have to stand next to that sign and just hear them slamming
Yeah.
those lights, and nobody's on lot with looking at that.
Yeah.
You know, there's man. Don't know. But I might ask sustainability. I mean, that would be two of those.
Yeah, they could approach the businesses for how we can all
I
partner.
saw a new report on how monarchs are being distracted by blue lights.
Yeah, I agree.
So, okay, that's good. November's good. So Jerry, we're gonna skip August.
Yeah.
Just for program.
Giving August.
And
September
school
tree
is starting up.
planting, October make a difference, which is potential planting.
Planting at Southwest. Be great.
Any other thoughts about programming or upcoming events? I like Joe's idea about.
I mean, another one, which we kind of talked about, somebody mentioned having Big Muddy outfitters maybe come speak.
Oh,
maybe.
Big Muddy.
Did.
So like, I thought about like Big Muddy Outfitters, like a free guest speaker thing, maybe keep it an hour. Big Muddy Outfitters, Danielle Hake, is that how you pronounce it?
Mhm.
So she is a resident who just got her doctorate in water quality. And so she's a resident and she, sampled Deer Creek as well as this Blue to Blue Conservation. They had a trout trash dam thing in Deer Creek collecting all the litter. So you got litter control, you got water quality, as well as like recreational, and try to make just like a free, if it worked out, if we can get everybody cornered for like 10 or 15 minutes each, make like a 45-minute hour thing at the library to kick off, make a difference.
Yeah.
And like what we do here affects Mississippi River and Gulf of Mexico and all that stuff.
And I think we wanted to put together a float trip. Hire
Yeah,
a big buddy
I'm
and go
sure I
on a
do.
float trip. And maybe invite sustainability. Put
Well,
together.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think.
Is October a good month for that?
Yeah.
Float,
Yeah, it'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
beautiful.
rather than floating now.
Even November. would be
Yeah.
Pretty.
I mean, I could reach out to Danielle in the Blue to Blue. I don't know anybody from Big Muddy. I could just.
I have that guy's
His name is
contact.
Rue, the owner's name is Rue, like our.
Okay. And just, we, maybe next meeting, we'll just kind of figure out a date possible to.
Yeah,
Well, when is Make a Difference thing? Do we know yet?
it's usually the third Saturday in October.
I like your idea about having that before.
Yeah, to get people hyped up. I mean, I flat fish River Pear and Deer Creek and all the other funky stuff, so.
You think it'll be the 15th?
I'd like to see a map of Webster, even about like these little springs.
Yeah,
roads.
they all tie in.
The Glen Road Spring, and they all kind of disappear in the ground and show
Yeah.
up somewhere else. Because people are coming, where does this go? Where's it
Yeah.
coming from? And Missouri, I understand, is unusual in all the United States, United States. Apparently, we have more rivers and streams than most states do.
Yeah.
Something good about this.
Okay, so big money, maybe in November.
Yeah, would you guys be anybody interested in going on a float like the commission, and we could ask sustainability
Yeah.
if they wanted to go? It probably can't be huge group, right?
I am.
Yeah,
They can be very-
people, they have these huge canoes that people actually sit side by side.
Yeah, they have very large boats.
So, yeah, it's pretty amazing and there's no, he said that, I said, is there any level of, skill or whatever? He said, he goes, anyone is able to do it. It doesn't matter what condition you're in, age, anything. He said, we'll make it work. So. Okay, I think it'd be
Oh
really.
yeah, count me in.
Me
Okay,
too.
so let's put that on the agenda for new business.
When are you talking about for the float?
Sometime in October
Or
or
November.
November.
I
Nice.
think early November would be really pretty with the
Fall
leaves.
color.
Yeah.
But we're talking about this speaker grouping, which I like, in October around Make a Difference Day.
Yeah,
And then after that, shortly after that, we could do.
yeah.
Maybe that's the reward after Make a Difference Day. Make a difference and then you get to see the difference you made.
Yes.
Cool.
So let's go float trip in November.
Yeah.
And December's, because
Yeah.
Yes, we're just gonna celebrate.
Agreed.
in dark sky in January would be good, because that's the
Yeah.
amount of winter sky actually sees.
Everybody bring their beanbag chair to the
Yeah.
park and you just lay in the beanbag chair.
I like that.
Actually, Missouri now, dark sky is working with the state, but we have a brochure now of all the dark sky state parks. Where you can actually see them all the way. And
Mm.
Parks Department just loves this, it's bringing people into the
Yeah.
parks to see things our grandparents saw all the time.
Yeah,
So, and they were thrilled that it's huge tourism. So it's just not, in St. Louis, I think is the best, most polluted, like, city in the country. Okay,
Okay, so then I think that's all of our old business and some new business. But I think for the agenda for new business, we should put the event we were just talking about in the, well,
I guess because
Sure.
there's
aquatic, no, the, what do
water,
you want to, water quality and
yeah. We'll figure that-
something
figure that title out.
collection of speakers in October. The opening ceremony for Make a Difference.
Yeah,
Okay. Any other new business or things we want to add to the agenda for next time? For those of you who weren't on the line, I don't know that Annie or Jerry heard this, but we're gonna be rotating the minute taking. Everybody's gonna get to participate 2 months in a row. Laura has been gracious and volunteered to do July and August. So I'm just gonna draw names for the lineup for the following months after that.
And there'll always be a backup. Somebody who's in.
Sure.
Second.
Okay, then I think if there's no other business, our council liaison update, which we don't have, so I'm gonna reach out to our council person via phone/email, whatever I can get, and invite her and tell her, you know, how much we appreciated having Pam here every month and find out the best way to connect with her and get her here.
Who's our new council person?
Emily Hickson.
Emily Hickson Shepherd.
Cool.
Okay, and then Yvonne, do you have any updates?
I don't think anything other than we talked about. Annie, were you gonna bring anything up?
No, not really.
Okay,
Not. No. I'll talk to you about it later.
okay, all right, I don't have anything.
Okay. So our next meeting is July 11th at 5:15. It's moved out, I guess, because of the holiday.
Yes, and if folks could try to be here.
Oh,
if
yeah.
You're gonna come in person, if you could be at City Hall by 5. If you're after that, the door's locked, if you could text me or text Carrie and we'll come down and open the door. Just so you're not waiting out there and I'm worried about you. And if you can't be at the meeting, just let me know ahead of time so we know you won't be here. That'd be great.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Good to see you all.
Yes, good to
Yes.
see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.